Hi guys, welcome back to La Lucha is Real. I'm your host, Edith.
And I'm Angel.
And we have a very, very, very special guest today that you guys know from Instagram, TikTok. He's literally everywhere.
OnlyFans.
Oh, OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. Can't figure that out.
Yeah.
So we have
subscribe.
We have La Comadre here. Hey.
Hola.
Do you like to go by La Comadre or do you prefer like Jesus or?
I don't mind like as long as you don't call me a fat. Yeah, I'm good. Period. No, yeah.
I would never.
No, yeah, lo que sea. Like usually like comadre is like just like I take it as like like amigas, like
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's like basically if you call me friend,
Yeah. No, because when people if people recognize you and stuff like that, they usually call you like Comadre,
Yeah,
right?
some people don't know my name's Jesus.
Oh, interesting.
Like on TikTok, I think if you look up La Comadre guy, I pop up.
That's funny. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know like Shawty Bay's real name.
It's Vanessa.
I remember it was something like that, but I just didn't remember it was that.
No, I think when somebody just goes by something for so long, maybe I don't follow her enough to like know whether her name was Vanessa or her name is Vanessa.
I remember because of that one audio, it's like you can call me Shawty or Shorty or whatever. Okay, Gucci gang shit. Like you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's the only reason why I remember Vanessa.
Oh,
Because that's at the beginning before the Gucci gang shit and stuff.
Question: how's Vegas treating you?
Good. I've just been waiting for my friend once she gets fucked and like
That's a real ass
like
friend.
eating and like just like looking out the window.
I bet Edith's like, Angel, you
You need to step it up. I need you on that level.
I'm real just like waiting.
I'm gonna need you to buy me snacks.
Do you come to Vegas often?
No, I think the last time I came over here was like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
No, casi no tengo nada que hacer acá.
I
I have like distant family here, pero casi no los miramos.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask you a question and my mind just más me fue así,
¿Qué te iba a decir? Oh my God, when you were sending us the messages, you're like, ay, ¿qué te iba a decir? And I'm like, oh my God, he talks like us because we do that all the time. We'll be talking and then we'll be like, ¿qué te iba a decir?
Real.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, I forget todo, like mid-sentence. And I'm like, oh, girl, I'll come back to you cuando like, me recuerde lo que iba a decir porque se me fue.
I have major ADHD, so I forget all the time. I'll be like, what was I gonna say?
Exactly.
I'll be so
And if I'm like that right now, y'all should worry about me when I get older. Alzheimer's is coming for me. I know it.
Does it run in your family?
No, but with my luck, I'm going to be the one.
Oh, you're like, I'm
like if I'm already so forgetful, like,
you're going to be the one to start it.
Yeah.
It runs in my family, so I'm kind of like, oof, I don't know.
Yeah, me too. So I'm like, ya estoy empezando.
Real.
How was that party that you went to yesterday?
It was fun.
I was looking at it and I was like, damn. I wish I could have gone.
No, yeah, it was fun. I was worried porque I was like, oh my God, people are gonna be sexy, and then I'm like insecure, so I was like, I wanna give, pero no quiero like enseñar tanto.
Yeah.
So I was like, then my costume has to eat. So I was corpse bride, and I was like, I think I ate with it. I think I looked really good.
Amazing.
Thank
you did amazing.
Thank you. My friends helped me. Muchas gracias. Pero I ate. You
Yeah.
know, like the sexy girls were sexy, but the cunt girls were cunt. What can I say?
No, I saw it and I was like, dang, you did so good. I feel like you did really
Thank
good.
you. I know finally like my little like skinny body was good for something. I could pretend to be a dead girl.
Girl. You worked it out perfect. So did you do like your own makeup or like your friends did?
My friends did it.
Yeah.
If they weren't going to be able to, I was going to do it. But I was like, can you guys help me? And they were like, yeah. It came out good. I think my makeup took the longest.
Yeah.
Just because like, it was like blue foundation and paint. So then when we were trying to contour and stuff, the paint was coming off. So then it was like, it was taking a while to like figure it out. But then I feel like we got it down. And then there's nothing that a little like beauty filter can't fix.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's true.
Again, I think, who was it? Yoatzi also did Corpse's Bride, right? Was there any more that did the same
No,
costume?
it was just us.
It was just you. Oh, that's cute. Because I saw a lot of people did the Joker.
Oh, no, yeah. Every guy was basically a joker. Not bad, though, period. They all ate.
Yeah.
No, they also did. And I feel like they did different versions of the Joker, right?
Yeah.
The 5-foot joker, the 6-foot joker, like all kinds of tamaños de todos.
De todo venía.
But it was fun. I like going out, but I don't go out often.
Yeah.
You know? Porque like, me da flojera, honestly. Because I feel like I'm in my schedule where it's like I like to wake up at a certain time and do stuff. So then I feel like me retraso. Because then I wake up later and I'm like, oh my God, I can't even do anything today. Like I can't, but in my head I'm like, I'm already late. Ya para qué? Like I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
So are you an early bird or like
I'm like
late?
middle bird sometimes.
Like a metal bird.
Yeah, like como que me levanto temprano sometimes, but also like I don't mind like sleeping in a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an early bird, that's for sure. I wake up at 6 in the morning.
For me, anytime I wake up after 10, I'm like, the whole day's gone. Like, even if
Yes.
it's early, I'm like, yeah. Like, no voy a hacer nada today porque ya me fregué.
It's a lazy day.
Yeah.
That's wild. Meanwhile, I be waking up at like noon sometimes.
That's real.
Because I have like sleep issues sometimes. So I'll be waking up at noon. One time I woke up at 3 in the afternoon and I was like, oh, I'm just waking up right now.
Really? I feel like I don't have sleep issues because, like, growing up, I feel like yo cierro los ojos and I go to sleep. I'm not even joking. It's almost like...
I wish
That's
I
a
could do
gift.
that.
No,
That's
because
a
like
gift.
my mom would literally like, because I used to not be able to sleep mucho de chiquita. She'd be like, nomás cierra los ojos y te duermes. And I'm like, pero no puedo. She's like, ciérralos. And then I would go to sleep. I would just close them and hold them until I would go to sleep. So sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm not asleep. Maybe I'm just like waiting for me to fall asleep.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's a gift, honestly, because sometimes I feel like I like toss and turn a little bit before going to sleep. So
Me too. I'd be staying there thinking about random stuff till like 2, 3 in the morning.
And that's why I try not to think, girl. I try to empty my thoughts. I'm like, let me put on some cartoons para divertirme.
No, I wish I could. Sometimes it's so hard because I feel like I can't turn my brain off. Like, even though I'll be like, okay, ponte a pensar en unas chivitas or something, right? I can't. My mind will start wandering somewhere else and I'll start thinking about other things. Yeah.
the overthinker in you.
Yeah, and I'll start thinking about Chayla. I used to have a goat, and I'll start thinking about Chayla, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's okay now in heaven.
For real.
No, I'll start thinking random stuff.
What was I gonna say? Was this the Halloween party that you went to? Like, was that the first Halloween party of the season? Or
Yeah. That at least I went to, you know.
What would you say was like the best part about it?
Was seeing the host, they were super they were the monitos. I think that their outfits and like
Oh yeah.
giving like full, like they committed like body paint todo. Second was just like, oh, like seeing everyone, like I like seeing everyone's costume, you know, like and like seeing how creative they got with it.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people got creative. I saw.
Exactly. Question: this is not like with the party or anything, but have you ever gone to an event and it's like you meet people that you've met online and they're very different in person?
Yeah, I feel like that's not how a lot, but mucha gente, like you can't say like usually like, oh, you put your best like foot forward on like to the camera to everything. Pero hay una gente que like they're so different from when they like are on social media.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the biggest compliments I've gotten, and I really do like, it's like you don't even have to tell me like, oh, you're pretty, you look sad. Like if you're like, oh, like you're just how you are online, I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Like that makes me feel like, oh, like you know, like soy like la misma persona. And there's some people that's like, oh, in person they're like
Más seria.
and it's like, oh, I understand social media. It's just like, oh, like sometimes like, oh, you know, and then other times
Like,
it's like not even the
different.
social side. They're just like mamoncitos se creen.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Damn.
And some people, yeah.
Have you had some bad experience? You don't have to say names, but have you had a bad?
Somebody you just don't like.
You were just like, oh,
I'll keep
I-
my distance from this person.
Yeah, pero it's like cada quien, like who knows what they have going on in su vida. But I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, like pobrecita la gente que like piensa that you're like this super sweet, friendly person. You like, no, eres una like you know.
You're a bitch.
Yeah, think of like high school. Like there's some people that are like, oh, they're nice, but like I don't trust them. You know.
Yeah. Ooh. So you had to con caution, basically.
Yeah, like oh, like saludas, pero like no convives. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've only met one person so far that like I was kind of like just the things that they were saying, and I was just kind of like, oh, like I'm gonna have to be careful with this person.
No, yeah.
Like I feel like you could just feel it sometimes where you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to be careful with what I say because no sabes si van a ir a decir algo like something different or whatever. But I was just
No, yeah, some people is like son así, like you know, like not saying names. There's just one girl que like no le gusta que like people come up and ask for photos, and that's completely understandable. Like, si no quieres una foto, you know, but I'm also like, oh, like you portray yourself as a really like sweet person online, and it's like if you don't make a video saying like, oh, like please, if you see me, like I get really anxious, like don't come up and talk to me because it makes me anxious. I'm like, well, no les puedes echar la culpa because they're just excited to see like someone that they probably like are looking up to, you know? So it's like, oh, like it's hard to complain about it when you haven't said anything to like put a stop to it, you know?
Yeah, and you have all these people, like como tú dijiste, excited to meet you, and then they see you, and it's like a total different
No, yeah.
person.
That's like if you,
Yeah.
oh, excited to meet your grandma in person for the first time, and you go up to her and she's like, you know, like, you're like what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, ¿quién te crees?
you know, like, it's like, well, if you don't want people to come up and talk to you, just make a video saying,
Yeah.
oh, don't talk to me, like, I get anxious, you
Like,
know?
don't ask for pictures, don't.
But, like, everyone's, like, free to feel, like, however, but also, like, I feel like this isn't even controversial. Not controversial, but I'm like, I feel like if you put your whole life online, it's also hard to be like, no me hagan caso.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, oh, pues you are like making a choice to be online, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
that's
like,
true.
It's
I
like,
definitely see
like,
that.
it's like also like, no estoy diciendo que like, oh, like it can get overwhelming, or like if you get swarmed by people, that's a different situation, ¿verdad? But it's also like, oh, like you could have been like a Michoacana worker, like, and not like been on social media. So, you know, like you could have done that too. Like, nadie te mandó, like you like the money, you know? So like it comes with like a consequence, you know?
Yeah. It comes with certain things that you kind of have to do.
Yeah, you adjust or like, I don't know. That's like nomás mis pensamientos.
No, I agree, because I feel like when I decided to do a podcast with Edith, I think yo misma estaba like, well, if I decide to put myself out there like that, like I can't. Like, it's
like you have to prepare for what outcomes. Like with social media comes like good things, but also you get hate and you get people just assuming things. So it's like you consciously like know that, you know. And that's not saying, like I said, like no se me van a delicar and be like, I like there are people too. Yeah, pero they also like they should understand where other people are coming from as much as they want to be understood.
Yeah, they made the conscious decision to put themselves out there like that, and I feel the same way. Like I made the conscious decision of putting myself out there like that, and I'm like, especially with like my like some of the stories that I've shared about myself and my personal stuff. You can't be like, oh, I want to like keep certain things private. I do want to keep certain things private. Well, then don't bring those things up. Only the things that like you're okay with speaking with others. Like okay, like you can bring those up, but like I don't know. I just feel like I was mentally already prepared that like if I said certain things, then I have to own up to the fact that I brought it up to the public. And if someone wants to talk about it with me, like I'm like, okay.
No, and I feel like it's like everyone's like completely valid in lo que se sienta, but it's also like how you said, like you're also making a choice. You know, like tú decides lo que haces. That's like if I'm like, no, that wasn't a good I was gonna be like, what if I was an alcoholic and I went into like a tequila shop and I was like, no, like you know what I mean? Yes. Like it's a very odd like analogy or como se llame, pero like you get what I mean, where it's like you're also choosing to go in, you know, into that. But like people are always gonna be like, but I'm like,
siempre van a tener algo que
decir. Aleguen.
Exactly. No somos moneditas de oro para caerles bien a todos.
This is true.
There you go.
Okay. Going with that, so we ended up asking our audience to give us a spooky edition. What was it? Would you rather?
Would you rather? Have you played that?
Sometimes, but my would you rather with my friends are like very intense.
Okay, so if you don't want to answer, you can just take a shot.
Yeah, if you don't answer, take a shot. But they're all like, they're all pretty fun though. Let's see.
You want to start it, Edith?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
I took a screenshot of it because I was like,
okay.
I don't know if they're going to disappear.
I'm going to start from the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Okay. Would you rather be the iconic duo Sam and Dean or Stefan and Damon? Please explain. Do you know who they are? Sam
from
and Dean,
Vampire Diaries, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Stefan and Damon are Vampire Diaries, and Sam and Dean are from
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
I've never seen Supernatural, but I'm gonna say
You've never seen Supernatural? Oh my gosh, you should. Well, do you like spooky shit like that?
It depends. Me aburre after a little bit. Like for Vampire Diaries, I always get to season 5 and then I stop watching it because me enfado.
Oh, and I feel like Supernatural has like 13 seasons.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Not gonna make it through that one.
No, yeah, and I feel like it's like y'all lucky I'm not a supernatural being. I would have killed everyone. I would have like this season would have been like maybe 3 episodes long because an op, you're gone.
Done. So I think I personally, Sam and Dean.
Why?
Because I really like the show. I really like Supernatural. So.
Okay. I think I would rather be Stefan and Damon because I like vampires.
Yeah.
No, yeah, me too.
I'd rather, and I feel like there's a lot of things I could do. When you live forever, I feel like you have no excuse then to not actually like do stuff.
Yeah.
I would go into them jails and like every time I'm hungry, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a prisoner. You know, like, come on.
You're my victim. Scrumptious breakfast right there.
Or go and I would go free Lyle. Is there Eric and Lyle?
Damn. All right. Do you want to go with the next one?
Okay. Would you rather? Oh, this one's intense. Would you rather be burned alive or drowned?
Burned alive. No, drowned, actually.
Why?
Because I'm like, at least then I'm going to be like, like, if I know I was going to get drowned, I would just like drinking like de una vez. So it's like on my will. And burned
So
alive,
you kind of have the choice a little bit.
And it's like I can get over with quickly, but burned, I feel like you have to wait for everything to consume you. You know? So
I
feel
agree.
Like I feel like if it's drowned, if I want it quicker, I'm like obviously it's going to be filled, but I'm like, I can just like inhale it and pass out quicker.
That makes sense.
Could you imagine the anxiety of being burned alive?
Well,
because you're not gonna go quick.
Well, you don't go quick. Well, it depends on how you're burned alive. Because like, let's say you're in a house, most of the time, you're knocked out with the smoke of the fire. So you won't even.
No, they
Like
said
if you're
burned
sleeping.
alive, not smoke inhalation, girl.
When they said burned, I imagine que me hacen tie up to a pole and they're like burning
Como
me.
una bruja.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I think I would do drown too. I feel
What
like.
about you guys?
the other
Wait,
one-
drowned?
Yeah,
And then
it's too much
drowned.
pain. Like being burned alive. At
No,
least,
I would rather go out faster. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I don't know. All right. Would you rather sleep on a bed of worms or a bed of spiders?
Probably spiders.
Oh, so you don't have. You know how some people have that fear of like
Arachnids?
Yeah, there we go.
Pues, do I like spiders? No, but I'm like, I would start rolling around, squishing them para dormir más a gusto. And then worms, I feel like you can't like
know.
squish them, you know? So
Qué
I feel like
asco.
with a spider, I'd be like, me dejo caer a couple of times para matar the ones around and be like, pues ya ni modo. Una worm hasta se te mete el hundillo luego.
That's true. That's true. Pero unos spider también, depending on how big they are.
What was it that you said that I feel like what was it naturally like I feel like we already consume spiders anyway.
Yeah, it's like I think it was
The
like,
average person consumes like
Was it
7
like-
to 8 spiders or something
when they're sleeping.
When they're
Oh, really?
sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm going to start eating more, period.
More protein.
I know.
No, I don't think I could do the worms, girl, because me da un asco.
Yeah, I
como
feel like
que-
I would love the squirmingness. Or
Yeah.
The sliminess, I don't know. I wouldn't do worms either. I would do
Yeah.
spiders. Definitely. Okay,
Yeah.
Just
I think
whatever.
I would have like what is it, like a sensory issue with the.
I'd probably cry a little bit. Cry myself to
Okay,
sleep.
next one. Would you rather spend a night in an abandoned hospital or an abandoned prison?
Or either or haunted.
It doesn't say.
Because I probably would prison. I feel like hospitals are scary even like when they're not like abandoned.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, people be dying hella in there, so I'm like, no, prefiero like una prison. People be dying there too, but I feel like not as much as hospitals.
That's true. I think I low-key agree with that, because I feel like, yeah, mucha gente muere en los hospitals.
Because I'm like,
can't.
I get scared of ghosts. I feel like I like rather would deal with like a serial killer than a ghost. Because I'm like, you can like fight back, but a ghost, I'm like, it's harder,
Really?
I feel like don't be giving me ojo or cursing me with ghosts. But I'm like, I feel like that generally is one of the things that scares me is like ghosts, because it's like the thought of fighting something like I can't like. I've had like my little experiences and I've always said like I get like a little aggressive where I start making threats like voy a sacar sage, like like stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like it does scare me where I'm like, oh my god.
What kind of experiences have you had? Like, what has happened?
Like my name used to get called a lot. People are like, oh, like esto que el otro, because people like say like, oh, it's a psychological thing, but I'm like, it would have happened my whole life, but it only happened like for a certain amount of time.
Was it like, were you living in a particular place?
I was living in one of our old house, and then it kind of kept on going a little bit into our new house, but it stopped, and then it only happened once when I lived in the dorms. So then I'm like, okay, well, if it was psychological, usually it doesn't like things don't happen like that. Like it's constant or it comes back in a certain like. Sorry, me. No, yeah, I know. It's like don't. I'm like sorry. No, yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I would hear, and was the reason that I would get freaked out is because like my family calls me chuche. No one else like who's not my family, like immediate family, calls me chuche. So I would hear like in my mom's voice or my sister's voice, oh chuche, and I would go and they'd be like we didn't call you. And then a couple times I would be home alone and I'd hear chuche, and I would be like almost going there. I'd be like.
Oh,
like-
so and it wasn't even like it was your nickname.
It was my nickname, yeah. So like even once at the dorm that I got freaked out, it's because like I thought my roommate had called me, but I heard Chuche and I heard it in her voice, and I was about to open my door and I was like, she doesn't like call me Chuche. I was like, I don't even know if she knows that my family calls me that, so I didn't. And then I texted her and she was like, girl, I was asleep. And I was like, Yeah, then I was scared. I was like, oh my God. But then it didn't happen again. And it hasn't happened since then.
Oh my God, that's kind of scary. Well, you go to Mexico a lot, right? Have you had any like weird stuff happen to you, like paranormal stuff happen
Yeah,
to you?
pero like no me da miedo. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like they always say que you can like tell when something's like bad or good by the how much fear it like causes in you, you know? Like when you get those instant goosebumps, it's kind of like scary. Like in la casa de mi tía, they always say que que like espantan, and they always say que like they hear steps and stuff. And I've heard them too, and like seen a few things like they have like big like thin windows in el pasillo, and it's happened that I'm walking like to our old like little game room.
Yeah.
And la ventana de la cocina está abierta, and like the curtains are open, and I saw someone standing there, and I'm like, and then me hartas because I'm like, oh, is my tía there, or who's there? Like it's a tall figure, like who? And then no one's there, and I'm like, oh. And it's happened that I've been like, oh, like sitting in a room, and then I see like a little shadow or something like go by really quickly, and I me asomo y nadie está ahí. Pero nunca me ha dado miedo where I'm like, I'm scared, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm like, maybe whatever ghost that is like a distant family member or something que like chooses who to scare or something, pero like, nunca me ha entrado miedo, you know?
Like you never been really, really
in
scared.
Mexico, but over here when they're calling your name, you're like, okay, I'm scared.
No, yeah. And even like, I think probably the only other scary thing, but I don't remember it, but my mom does, es que I got a fever one time really, really badly, and she says I was sleepwalking, but I was like mumbling stuff and walking towards the door. But I've never sleptwalked like before in like my entire life, you know? So she says que se levantó porque oyó que like alguien abrió la puerta, and she like saw my bed was empty, and she saw me like mumbling and headed towards the door, like headed out. And I was like, but which is odd because I'm like, I've never sleptwalked before, you know? Ooh. And I remember, the one thing I do remember is que that day I did have a dream about like a broom. I don't know what about a broom, but it was just like a broom.
Una escoba, like a random escoba.
Yeah. Like, no, but like floating almost. Oh. You know, pero like, I don't remember anything else. I only remember the broom. Like, it was floating, pero pasó so long ago because I was like younger.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Oh.
You know how like there's a thing where like las brujas, well, me contaba mi abuelita, que las brujas a veces llaman a los niños.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Oh, like a hocus pocus situation?
Yeah. Like a hocus pocus situation. So you could be sleeping and then...
And then you're just like walking.
Oh, she wanted me, period. I'm like, sis, puro hueso, you were not going to eat anything. Like, unless she was trying to be on a diet or something.
I think the spookiest thing that happened to me... there's a lot, actually. I've experienced a lot of, like, I think, spooky stuff. But the one that freaked me out the most was I was heading out to a party with my family. And my nephew at the time was, like, 4. So tenía, like, un escritorio, like a little... You know, like, the little toy ones with the little chairs and stuff? So he had one of those. And I remember I was the last person to leave out of the apartment. And my family was like, oh, ya que salgas, like, pon el seguro y todo. So then I was running, and then I was like, oh my, and I tripped because he left his little chair in the hallway. And so I was like, ay, freaking Andre. So I moved his chair, and I remember putting it under the coffee table that we had in the living room. And then I locked up and I closed it and everything, we left, right? And then when we got back, my mom was like, I really have to pee, so go run to the door and open it so I could just like run in there. So I was the one who got to the door first, and I unlocked it. And as soon as I opened up the door, the little chair that I put under the coffee table was right in front of the door.
That's terrifying.
Like, right, it was like and it was facing the door, like if somebody was sitting there waiting for us to come back. And I was like, there was nobody, because we all went to this party together that all lived in this apartment. How did the chair go from under the table to right in front of the door now?
No.
So like, it just spooked the shit out of me. And I remember me congelé, like I was in shock because I was like, like, what? And then my mom viene corriendo, and she like freaking like slams into me, and she's like, ¿qué pasó? Like, muévete, tengo que ir a miar. And then I was like, Mom, esa silla yo la moví, estaba abajo de la mesita. And then my mom was like, hold on, I have to go pee. Like, we'll deal with this one. So she comes back, and then she's like, so, ¿qué pasó? And I'm like, esa silla estaba abajo de la mesita. ¿Y por qué está aquí enfrente? Like, it was right in front of the door. And my mom's like, oh, no. And then you know how they say that you have to fucking yell at them? Like, say,
like,
you have to, like, cuss them out. My mom's like, sálgate de aquí, vete a la verga. And my mom starts, like, cussing. And she looked like a crazy person. I'm sure some people, like, looking at would be like, what the hell's going on? But she was just, like, going off. Like, you have to, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're not wanted.
Like, you have to, like, not show that you're...
that
like,
you're afraid.
Scared, yeah,
you can't tell them that you can't show that you're afraid. And so my mom starts going off, and then I was just like, but then like it was like, and to me I felt like it was a little kid spirit, because I personally didn't feel anything like evil, you know, because I saw like sometimes my nephew's toys would go off out of nowhere, and then like different things like that. But they also say that demons, because
I was gonna say, I feel like when it comes to ghosts, I'd rather deal with like the one that looks like a human or algo, because I always hear like demons or stuff, they always like to go as like innocent stuff, so they'll go as like little kids to trick you into thinking it's like something pure. Exactly. Because then they get more of a scare out of you.
Yeah. So that's why I like, at first I was like, oh, pues yo no siento nada malo, right? But then as I have told people that story before, people would be like, you know, demons like se hacen pasar como like niños, or like little like innocent things, so that way you're not afraid of them, and they can like like it's easier for them to like meterse, like, or not meterse, pero like kind of get in your head of like freak you out, to scare you and stuff. And then like a bunch of like random stuff started happening in that apartment.
Like the ball that like just flew.
Yeah. So in that same apartment, I had broken my leg one year. I had broken my leg, and it was just me and my cousin in that apartment. And because she basically was supposed to help me, like si quería algo de tomar o algo, she would go get it for me. And we were in my room, and I was laying down. Obviously, no puedo estar caminando because like I have my broken fucking foot. And one day we're just watching TV, and from my room, the way the bed is set up, you can look into the living room, pero no puedes ver la cocina because there's a wall, right? Like I shared a wall with the cocina, so you could just see like the living room, and that's it. And then we were laying down watching TV, and then out of nowhere, from the corner of my eye, I see a ball fly from the kitchen to the living room. And it wasn't even like like it was sitting on top and it kind of fell down. It was like someone threw it.
Like they chucked it.
Like they chucked it, yeah. And this was, this one, someone witnessed it with me because my cousin saw it too. And she looks at me, she goes, Angel, did you just see that? And then I'm like...
I feel like it's even scarier when someone confirms it, because if you're alone, I feel like it's also like you're like, estoy loco.
Exactly.
You know?
Like you can
like,
kind of that up. You can gaslight yourself, and you could be like, no, like todo fue en mi cabeza. No, but my cousin was there, and she was like, Angel, did you see that? And I'm like, yeah. The ball just fucking flew from the kitchen to the living room, and she got scared. And I obviously, like, I'm scared because I can't fucking run. I can't move. And so my cousin just ran to the door, and she locked it because she was like shaking. She was like, oh my God, like, what are we gonna do? And I fucking called my boyfriend. Well, he's my husband now, but I called my boyfriend, and I'm like, hey, get over here because we're scared. I just saw a ball flying. And tell me why, like, ya cuando nos íbamos a mover de ese apartamento, we jumped in we moved out, we put everything in the car, we get into the car, and then my mom, like, se queda pensando ahí sola, and then out of nowhere, she, like, and we're all looking at her like, are we gonna go or what? And she gets out of the car, and she opens up the back door. She's like, salte la verga, sácate de aquí, because she said that she felt something following us.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's terrifying. Oh my God, I'm getting like goosebumps. That's terrifying.
So my mom starts going off, and she looked crazy, but she was like, a mí me vale verga if I look crazy, but nothing's gonna follow us. We moved to a different apartment, and then it was chill.
That's crazy. That's scary. I know, like, one thing que, I have like a bunch of like little stories here and there. Like, iba con mi amiga Rosa, and we were coming back from somewhere late, and when we were going back home, there's like these curves in the road like this, y estaba ya estaba oscuro. And I was driving with her, and we were chit-chatting. Yeah, like, my headlights were like this, but when you turn, you know, when your headlights go straight and they hit the road again. So as soon as my headlights hit the road, había como a mist on the road. But it wasn't, like, we're known for fog where we're from. But, like, there wasn't any fog because everything was clear. And it wasn't, no era la temporada de fog yet. But there was, like, a white little fog. And as soon as my headlights hit it, it was, like, se levantó and it disappeared. And for a second in my head, I was like, oh, my God, like, estoy bien cansado. Like, obviously, today was a long day. And then I was fine for a second. Then my friend Rosa was like, did you see that? And as soon as she said that,
oh no,
I started crying because I was like, oh my God. I was like, I convinced myself in my head that it was like una basurita en mi ojo or something.
You're like, I'm too tired right now.
And then I had to drop her off and drive home, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I can go with you. And I was like, how are you going to get home, Rosa? I was like, it's late. Your parents are not going to pick you up. Pero yeah, like, it's scary.
No. I think when someone confirms it or someone experiences it with you, I think makes it like more real. Like,
it does. Because como tú dijiste, it's like you just gaslight yourself to saying like, no, era verdad. Like, I just made something up or something. My eyes are tricking me.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. For me, the most, because I deal with a lot of like, I don't see stuff too much, but I feel stuff. Like, I get touched a lot. Like,
she gets touched a lot.
You to the ghost?
Literally.
You don't, because I'm a freak.
But actually, like I'll tell Angel, like, you know, I sometimes like I feel like a hand on my shoulder, or like sometimes I wake up with like scratches and stuff like that. Pero no me da miedo. Like, I don't know. It's like it's like a thing. I think lo que más miedo me dio is like cuando andaba malos pasos. Yeah, it was when I was younger. And whenever I would come home, you know how you get sleep paralysis? Well, I would always get sleep paralysis when I was like with these like certain people and haciendo cosas like that I shouldn't be doing. And I would always get sleep paralysis by this, like, I don't know what it was. And then it would just shake me to the point that it's like and it would tell me like, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop doing this.
That's scary.
Yeah. And it would happen night after, like, cuando salía, every time that I would go out. Because
scary.
Yeah, until I stopped. Like, I stopped doing that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's actually terrifying.
Yeah.
I've only gotten sleep paralysis once. And it was probably like, even
You're
though like
lucky.
the name, the name thing was scary just because it was more of like my name being called. So I was, and a name that no one calls me. So it was like,
nickname.
so that for me, the way I was thinking about it, I was like, this thing has been like, you know, it's been a while since I heard it, you know, from when I lived back at home before, when I lived 2 houses away. So I was like, is whatever I heard, I'm like, is it here? You know, like, that's what made me scared, you know, because I was like, is this thing here now, or lo que sea? Pero at my boyfriend's house, I believe it's haunted. It's never like scary haunted, besides this one time que like I was él se levanta ir a trabajar because he has a business where he cleans. So se va a veces a las 3 de la mañana. When I'm visiting, I stay in bed. So I heard him wake up and like close the door. Y se fue. And I was sleeping, and I sleep face down, pero like with my head to the side, so I can like breathe, you know. And he has a cat, and I have a dog, but my dog never jumps on the bed, but his cat always does. So I was sleeping face down, and estaba como entre dormido y despierto, you know, when you're like in that drowsy state. And I felt like you know, when you lay down, you feel like someone like step on the bed.
Yeah,
I felt like a little
like a dip in the bed,
like a dip in the bed, and I was like, and his cat humps. So I was like, oh my god, like, Vinny's getting on the bed. He better not try to hump the blanket or anything, you know? So in my head, I'm like, oh, like, ya me va a tocar que levantarme to, like, scoot him away. And then on the other side of the bed, like, it was, like, my body right here. And the thing right here, but I still felt, like, this little, like, thing over here. And I was, like, and that's when I started, like, opening my eyes more. And I couldn't move, but I could see the bed on each side go like this. And then I heard laughing, like if someone was laughing, like, and it was like, pero no, don't think it like just like this. It was like si alguien estaba brincando de lado a lado,
like around.
Oh my god, that is scary.
And I was like, but I feel like because people were like, oh, sleep paralysis. Like, I think it was like maybe a form of sleep paralysis, lo que sea. But I was like, what tripped me out was that I was seeing the dips, you know, and I couldn't move, and I was like, and laughing, and as soon as the laughing stopped, I was able to like move. And I didn't call him, but I texted him. I was like, I'm scared. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna sleep. And then I think I stayed up until like my boyfriend got home, because I was like, oh my god, like I was just like nervous. I was like that because nunca me había pasado nunca. So I was like freaked out, you know.
Yeah, because I remember this first time I got sleep paralysis, I was pretty freaked out. It was bad. But then after like the couple again, I was like, oh, I just gotta put up with it. But
that's scary, like feeling someone like actually like touch you and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There was one time I was sleeping, and it was I was with my ex's house. I was living with him. And he went to work, and I was kind of like entre dormida despierta, right? And then I heard something, right? Y de la nada, I was like sleeping with my hand, like my arm up here, and I was just like this. My hand gets pulled all the way up, and me despierto, because like my head hit the.
That's scary.
Yeah, so my hand like. Como que me forzaron para arriba, and then my head hit the thing.
That's like some Paranormal Activity shit, dude. That's scary.
Yeah, that was scary. And then he had always like weird shit happen to him too.
Really?
Yeah. Angel could attest to
Here's a would you rather. Would you rather see spirits or like así cosas así que pasan, like for example the jumping, or feel them? Like literally grab you and like.
I feel like see.
Because I would rather see them.
Because then I'm like, I don't like the thought of like not being able to know. Because if at least I can see, I'm like, okay, like I can prepare myself. But if it's just like random, I feel like that's terrifying, you know?
Yeah.
But I also hear que it's like, because I know some people are like my mom is always like, no debes de pensar o nada eso porque like luego por eso like
that's why things happen, right?
yeah. Porque but then sometimes I'm also like, like pues aunque no, like it's still like happening, you know. Like lo que nos pasaba antes que like nos apagaban la luz, like when me and my mom would be home alone and she'd be like, pues se fue la luz, but then I'd be like, but si se había ido la luz, the microwave would have reset and everything would have reset, you know, because it's right, the switch to the microwave is right next to the light switch. I was like, and she'd be like, oh nada. And even like the house where we're at now, I think that there's probably something there, but it's like algo muy like leve, like like a light haunting, not too deep, you know? Because I've always had like little things happen, pero nunca like me ha dado like miedo intenso. Because like even my nieces, they live with us, and they're like very like me da miedo sometimes, you know? And when I was always the one que decía like, oh, like this house haunted low key a little bit, pero like they'd be like, ay, ya vas a empezar con tus cosas. But when we all went to Mexico one year, y mi brother se quedó home alone, he got the padre to go bendecir the casa. He was like, oh, like, and I asked my mom, I was like, oh, like, ¿qué pasó? And then she was like, ay, es que Lupe es bien miedoso. And then I asked him, and he was like, oh, just because, like, I've been getting, like, scared. I've been hearing noises and stuff. And I was like, oh.
Ya no like, piensa que estoy loco, ¿verdad?
But yeah, I'm like, oh, but when I said it, no one believed me. But like, he says it, and everyone's like, oh, my God.
I feel like my mom has always been, like, superstitious. Like, sí cree en esas cosas, but also she's kind of like let's do something about it. Like, like, not just, like, allow yourself to be like, oh, pasó esto, and that's it. My mom is, like, the type of person que, like, she'll hace un sumerio. Like, she'll fucking, ¿sí sabes qué es un sumerio? Like, you know,
I might know it by a different name. I don't know.
Or like, okay, are you Catholic? Were you?
Yes.
Okay, so you know cuando el padre hace eso, like, es como un, it, like, kind of smoke comes out.
Oh, the little thing, yeah.
Yeah, and then he kind of goes like, you know that thing? So my mom kind of does something similar to that. It looks like a little grill, and then she'll do like the coal and the little, like that kind of stuff, and then she hace como reza, and she'll just kind of like walk around the whole house to kind of like cleanse it. And she also does a lot of like holy water, candles and stuff like that. So my mom's always been like superstitious because she's also like, but she's also like, okay, si algo pasa, like at least let's try to do our part, like not just acting like it didn't happen, but like try to actively like as un cleanse, algo así.
No, so my parents are the opposite. They're like,
ay, eso ya, no sé, persínate.
Yeah, exactly. Like, persínate, you're good. No hay que pensar en eso, o si no, like, it's gonna get worse.
Like, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. And I'm the whole total opposite. I'm like, oh, let me cleanse
like,
my
usually,
space.
like, for me too, I'm like, oh, like, the thing is, I notice things, you know? Like, this wasn't scary. I was more like, oh, my God. It's like one time I estaba en mi cuarto back home, and I doblé mi ropa, and you know when you're, like, acabas de doblar ropa, and, like, la doblas, pero now you have to put it away, you're like, ay. Y te acuerdas un ratito? I'm not joking. My calzones flew across the room. Like, and I remember, I think I made a TikTok about it when it happened, but I was like, girl, why my calzones, like, actually just fly across the room? And I was, like, a little bit, not scared, but I was like, time to ignore, but that was weird that it, like, they chose my calzones to throw.
I know, exactly. Of all things.
I know, like, should I take mine off right now? Like, what are we gonna do? Pero,
like, I'm prepared.
Actually, but yeah, like, for me, like, también, I feel like I can't, like how you said, like, I feel like I'm sometimes good at, like, oh, like, not sensing, but like, oh, I get bad vibes, like, very, like, easily, you know? Like, when I went to Puerto Rico, we went to a place that was supposedly haunted, and I no me habían dicho hasta que estamos ahí. I did not feel a gusto there the whole time. Like, I actually didn't even continue going there. I was like, I'm going to go stay over here. I don't get a good vibe from over there. Yeah. You know?
Oh, then, that's before they even told you that it was haunted? Oh.
Oh, that's not... Oh, I don't know how I would feel if someone took me somewhere and didn't tell me that it was known to be haunted or something. Like, I would be like, how are you going to take me somewhere that is known to be haunted and you didn't tell me? Like... Because I feel the same way. Like, I feel like I'm very in tune with, like...
Like, even, like, in my apartment right now with my roommates, I always tell them, because in their room, I'm like, I don't like that room. I was like, I don't know why, but I was like...
That like a bad vibe.
No, yeah, and they're always like, don't say that. And I was like, I'm being honest. I'm like, I'm not even trying to... I'm like, that room, something about it, I do not like it, you know?
Como un presentimiento. Yeah. Yeah. I get that too. Feeling. So I'm very in tune with that. So I feel like I get... I don't know.
Like, I remember when we were looking for houses, the first, when we were going to move to a different house con mis papás, one of the house, I was like, no. I was like, aquí no, aquí espantan. They're like, ay, no empiezo con todo. I was like, I could just tell. I was like, no, aquí van a espantar. Like, there's something here. Yeah. We didn't get it, though, period.
Yeah, okay. That's all that matters.
No, I feel like Angel's really good at that, especially when it comes to people.
Oh
like
yeah.
she's really
Oh
good
yeah. I
at
can also
sensing.
like I get bad vibes from people easily too. Like if I could tell that like they are like hiding their true intentions or something. Like I don't know. I just get bad vibes, and I could just meet somebody and like they could be the nicest person, and if I feel something, I'll be like, oh, I could start like. Like gotta
like
be
a little bit like
guarded.
this, like give me some space.
Yeah.
Aquí te va otro would you rather. Would you rather wear a costume that's too hot or one that's too itchy?
Too hot.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want to be scratching.
That's true.
I don't want to be scratching.
Oh, I don't know because I get hot really easy.
I feel like I would rather be in a costume that. Oh no, I would say it's because I feel like itchiness. I could kind of sometimes ignore it. Like I could just trick my mind to be like, this is not itchy. This is not itchy.
Yeah.
This is not itchy.
Like right now,
itchy.
I'm convincing myself that this wig isn't like itching the fuck out of my neck right now. My neck right now.
Well, for me, I soy bien friolento, so I'm like, okay, like bring on the heat.
Oh, okay.
There we
And
go.
I'm the total opposite. Like it could just be a little bit warm, like, and I'll be sweating. I'll be like, oh my, like my face is melting, and
Yeah, this girl has a AC blasting at all times.
Yeah.
Real.
At all times.
Like
What do you have it set to?
right now it's at 70.
Oh, that's
And sometimes like when it gets, because Vegas, have you been to Vegas during the summer?
I think once it was hot.
It gets fucking hot. Like I think
I remember I went out to the strip that one time and it was still like I think pretty hot.
I think we broke a record this year, right? For the first time and I don't know how long.
Congratulations, Vegas.
Oh no. Yeah, we were at 120 degrees. It was ridiculous. I be having my AC at like 68.
That's how one of my friends is when he came to visit. He's like, can we have it at 60? And I was like, no.
No, my mom is bien friolenta también. So she'll be coming over and she'll be like, ay, ¿por qué está tan helado? And then I'll be like, cuz, leave it like that. It's my AC. And then she'll be like trying to fucking mess with my thermostat. And I'm like, no touch. Así como, because you know how like Latino parents are with their thermostat? Like you cannot touch that shit.
Yeah.
My mom literally had a sticker on hers that said, no touch.
Oh, she's kind of real for that though. She's like, let them know.
Like, don't touch. And then the funny part is she doesn't even pay the light bill. So it's kind of
she was just greedy. She just wanted power.
Yeah, she's like, it's mine.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes another one. Would you rather watch your significant other get possessed or your best friend?
My best friend.
Best friend watching.
Yeah, just because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be like less traumatic if it was my best friend. Like, I don't know, because then I'd be like, I probably would be like, make a joke and be like, ay, estás bien pendeja, que estás se te metiendo, amor. Or like something where I'm like, I could fight her like when she's like something, I don't know. I feel like it'd be easier if it was like my best friend. Yeah. I feel like afterwards I'd be able to be like, remember when you got possessed, bitch? I was like, so embarrassing.
So with the significant other, it'd be like a little bit. It'd be
I
more
feel like I'd be more scared.
Yeah.
If it was my friend, I'd be scared, but I'd be like, oh my god, like otra cosa que like le pasa a esta muchacha, you know?
Yeah.
But if it was my friend, I'd be like, oh my god.
You care a little bit more.
I think personally, I would rather see my best friend
Thanks.
get possessed. It's because I don't live with you.
No, exactly.
It's because I don't live with you.
Exactly. Wow.
No, dude, I don't fuck with that shit. Is scary. Like
Yeah, that shit is scary.
That is scary.
I've always said, I'm like, if I was somewhere and someone pulled out the Ouija board, I'm out. I'm leaving.
Oh,
I'd
fuck
be-
it,
Oh,
no.
so you don't want to play it right
Oh,
now?
girl, I'm walking. No, I actually like, con eso is like I said, it's like my number one miedo. Because I'm like, no. Like, you are not going to have me suffering. No, porque la gente no vive a gusto.
No, that's true. You can. I've never played it, but I've heard like some interesting stories of like opening stuff and then.
No,
you
and
can't
I've always
close it.
heard stories of like, oh, people like doing it and they're like, oh, it's fine. And then whatever like they brought with them, it doesn't get awakened until like 10 years after.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, let's say that person wasn't religious at all and then they get a little bit religious. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, like se levantan. I'm like, girl, no.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Let's take a quick break. Cause yeah, nos pasamos.
Okay,
And we'll be right back, guys.
And we are
Back.
all right, guys. We still.
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
Cause you already read like 3, girl.
I didn't think so.
Oops.
Okay. Would you rather have sex with a ghost or your ex?
A ghost.
For sure, a ghost.
Yeah.
Fuck the ex. Never again.
Yeah. I mean, for you can't get pregnant if it's a ghost, unless it's, I don't know.
Oh, he's onto something.
But I'm like, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, ghost, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the ex.
Yeah.
Can I just tell them I'm married?
Nah.
No.
You have to choose.
Damn it. For sure a ghost.
Good choice.
Yeah. Would you rather live through The Conjuring or The Exorcist as the main character?
Well, I've never seen either.
You
I might have seen The
haven't?
Conjuring, but the thing is, like, when I'm forced to watch scary movies, I don't, like, pay attention. Like, I'll start looking around the room.
Oh,
and,
no
like,
te gustan los scary movies.
because I get freaked out. Because then I feel like I start noticing things. And I'm like, oh my god, you know. But maybe I don't know.
For sure The Conjuring, because I don't want to get possessed.
Yeah, The Conjuring then.
Conjuring? Yeah, me too. Because
Yeah, I'm not trying to get possessed, and then yeah, I don't know.
I haven't watched The Exorcist, The Exorcist completely. That's another thing. It's a really creepy movie.
It is. I had no business watching that when I was in like second grade.
Real.
Oh shit.
I spent a lot of alone time, so I had like the opportunity to watch this shit. But ¿quién me manda?
By yourself? In second grade?
Yeah, I would watch that shit by myself.
Oh, you were
really?
setting yourself up. I know. I would get like scary videos and be like, skip me.
Or do you guys remember like back in the how old are you if you don't mind me asking?
Yes.
22?
Yeah, I think you're definitely 22, 23.
No.
I'm 24.
Oh, okay. You look really
Thank
young.
you. Make sure you add a filter so they don't see the wrinkles.
Do you remember back in like MySpace days and stuff?
I wasn't really like active.
that
The
wasn't-
most I got was like Kick.
Okay. So during like MySpace days, damn, I'm like outing myself how old I am here. They used to have like these little jump scare videos and stuff, and I remember one of them was like a freaking do you remember this, Edith, where it was like a car and it was just going through the mountains? Like,
yeah,
it was just it looked like an ad, like a car ad, and it was just a car going through the mountains and stuff, and then out of nowhere the freaking exorcist face would like pop out and stuff. I remember my sister used to get so scared of that. One time she ran out of her room and she was like, Angel, go turn it off. And and she did, and she was like, go to because the computer was in her room, and she was like, Angel, go like exit out of it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So she freaking doesn't even tell me what the hell's on the screen. I just walk in there and I see the exorcist face like on the screen. I fucking ran out of there. I'm like, that's your
Like, you could just let it play all night.
That's your problem. That's not in my room.
Oh hell no.
Real.
All right. Would you rather sleep at the most haunted graveyard or text your ex that you miss him?
Text actually, I just lie. Just not respond, block him after. Boom.
I don't know.
Edith, you said, what did you say?
Because they didn't say you couldn't block after, just like, oh,
Yeah, you could block after, but I just don't want to. I just no.
miss you. Me lying again.
I think I'll take the most haunted graveyard. Honestly, that's how much I do not want to keep contact. Like I don't want them to know have any contact with me.
She's like, I don't even want to give them the benefit of thinking that I actually missed them.
Exactly.
Can
Real. That's a different type of trauma.
I was about to say, tell me you're prideful without telling me you're prideful.
Yeah, I am.
Real.
What about you, Angel?
I think I'm with you. I'd rather text my ex.
Because I'm like,
Because then I could just block
lie.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna. I miss you. Block. Me lying. Like me kissing my boyfriend after. It's like I'm like, so I didn't have to go to a graveyard.
Oh, for real. Because Val would be like, what if you bring something back with you? Like, you fucking bring a spirit back with you? No. If you get an attachment?
That's
Dun, dun,
scary.
dun.
No, that's scary.
Like, when
It
people,
is.
like how they say, like, if you take something, like, this is why, like, a mí me gusta hacer thrift, ropa. Because
Oh, that's why my parents also don't like me.
I thrift ropa because in my head, I'm like, the odds of someone being attached to this, like, little cardigan are so low. You know? I'm like, I really hope that someone didn't die and that they're like, I miss my cardigan. And then, like,
follow you?
Yeah. But when it comes to, like, thrifting, like, items, that's where I get too scared. I'm like, no. Because I'm like, I don't want anything to be, like
attached to it.
because I've always, as much as I get scared, I don't watch like scary like movies, but I like hearing like true stories of people who have been like haunted.
Yeah.
It's like one of my like pleasures, but I only do it every now and then because then I start freaking myself out, like I said. And it's actually crazy how many people get haunted because of like things that they like take or like or they like stuff, you know?
Have you seen the ones of like some lady bought like a dollhouse for her kids or something, like for her daughter, and that shit turns out to be like there was an attachment to the dollhouse and it was like shit was going on, like the dolls would like randomly move by themselves and stuff like that, and I was like, fuck no. I was like, I'd rather go buy something brand new.
Even like I remember I saw this thing about a lady, she wanted like a vintage washboard for like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be haunted, or even like mirrors or stuff like no. Because then I'm like, I don't want to bring anything home.
No, that's true.
But I feel like I'm also like not smart enough to be like, if weird stuff started happening, I'm like, what happened? Did I bring anything home? Like, you know?
Throw that shit away.
Yeah, no. Okay, let's do another one. Would you rather be buried alive with a dead body or be woken up by a demon every morning?
Do I die if I'm buried alive with a dead body?
See, that was my question too. Because I read this one before.
Are they like burying me and then like bringing me back up after a certain amount of time?
I want to say, right? It didn't say like...
I think
or buried alive, is that like buried alive like the
like forever, or maybe forever, like you're alive, you're buried alive like forever, and then like or you're waking up by the demon forever.
I feel like I'd rather the demon.
If I'm just buried alive, y ahí me voy a quedar, like I would rather be woken up by the demon every morning.
Then I'd be like, I feel like it's so weird, but I start getting like used to it. You know, where I'm like tomorrow I have to wake up.
It's a good alarm, you know. Que te despierta bien.
Me opening my eyes and me.
Can't snooze on that one.
So roll your eyes every time. Like, ugh.
Me.
No, but if it was like a one and done, I think I would rather be buried alive and then like, oh, okay, I'm out of it. That's it. Mm-hmm. If it was a one and done, I would rather do that.
Want to know something? This is just because of the body. I hate zombies. Like me da asco. Like, you know, like with Halloween decorations. Like zombies me da asco. Like
she loves zombies.
Really? Yeah. Like Paranormal. That movie disgusts me so much.
Paranormal? Which one is that one?
It's like a cartoon movie thingy. But like anything with zombies gives me like the like asco. Cause
so you've never watched like World War Z and stuff like that? Like it's
like The Walking Dead?
Well, yeah, I have. But that's like different. Like I don't know like how just like they're dead, but it's like in my head I'm like, oh, this is like this is fake. Yeah. You know? But when it comes to like cartoon zombies, me da asco for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
It's like I'm a very particular. It's my tism. I'm a very particular person. Like I don't know.
My tism. Oh, here's a would you rather. Would you rather be chased by a Walking Dead zombie or a World War Z zombie?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, because they're fucking slow.
Yeah, the World War Zs are so fast. Like
yeah. Personally, Walking Dead, because I feel like I could, like, I'm not a, like a fast runner or a runner, period. But if I could, like, at least, like, jog and get away from it, I would rather do that.
Mm-hmm. They're easier to, like, kind of, like, chop their head off.
What would you guys do if there was a zombie apocalypse?
Oh,
that'd be hard.
For me, I would want to, like, I would want to like camp out somewhere because I feel like during that time everyone's like trying to leave and do everything. So I feel like that's where everyone. So I try to like find like a little spot and just stay there escondido as much as I can in like maybe like 2 months. And then I feel like I would try to get to like the beach or the coast and then like see if I can like sneak on grab a boat or something and then like find an island like Catalina Island and like just live there or something.
Like hope that there's no zombies.
Or if there is, it's like a limited amount.
Yeah, that you can kill off.
Okay, yeah, like slowly like one per day or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard, especially when you live in a city and it's so like populated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
No, I think you're right. I think I would probably camp out for a little bit.
That's probably the smartest choice.
I think a lot of people are going to be trying to be getting out and stuff like that. Like, could you imagine like what it's going to be like for like the highway getting out of Vegas to like California or something? Like that's going to be.
Mm-hmm. No, I would if the perfect choice to that, I would always obviously be in Mexico because donde es mi familia es de un ranchito y estamos en la sierra, so there's a maybe population of like 10. There's not a lot of people, so I would literally hide out over there. But that's like,
how are you gonna get over there?
Yeah, in a perfect scenario. Other than that, probably that, like, kind of camp out, try to keep low for a bit, and then cuando podamos, like, dip out over there.
Yeah.
Because my thing, I'm like, Because everyone knows everyone's already going to go to Costco, so don't go to Costco.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. Toilet paper and water.
Usen una hoja. No, but yeah, I feel like that's what I would try to do. I would I'm like, where does this buchona live so I can go take a racer and go like off-road.
Take a racer for real.
No, that's scary. What if your whole house is like rodeada de zombies? Like,
I'd eat drywall or something. I don't know.
Eat drywall.
like
Maybe like make a sound in the front yard. You might wake up through the backyard or something.
and just hope that they're not fast.
Yeah.
All right, here goes another one. Would you rather? Okay, this one's a little. Would you rather get rammed by Freddy Krueger or Jason?
Both. Let's have fun. Might as well.
Make it a party?
Actually. It's like, would you rather? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Will you change for me? I can fix you.
Every girl.
Now you guys can.
You're like bringing up almost every book I've read.
All the fan fiction.
Yeah.
Wattpad, here I come. Freddie grabbed my bosom.
Oh my god.
Jason caressed his member. Stroking.
Do you read?
Yeah, do you write or
Maybe.
read?
Maybe we'll see.
Let me find out some of these books.
It's like you guys like walk up behind me, I'm typing and it's like the most explicit stuff. I'm like, oh sorry, I'm just texting someone, but I'm not.
Edith, what about you?
Freddy Krueger is the one that comes out in your dreams, the one that's like really that has a hat, right?
Burned
and stuff. And Jason is the one with the mask.
Yeah.
The burnt one from behind and Jason in the front.
Yeah, because I don't want to see the burnt one. Mm-hmm. I think I'd rather have the mask in front of me.
Or you can even like touch and be like, you're so beautiful.
I could judge you.
I don't know.
I think if I had to pick, probably Jason. He's bigger, isn't he?
Oh. Maybe. We'll find out soon.
He's all looks and no.
I don't know. I think that one because the other one's burned. So
See,
what else is burned?
okay, Jason, he has that mask, and what if
that might add texture?
No. What if he's...
Oh, you're right.
You know that húmedo smell? What if he smells kind of... Because you know how he be going...
Lo bañamos.
Take the opportunity.
No, I just...
shower.
I'm like, let's just go... It's hotter if we do it in the shower. Come on.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm married. I can't.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
He can join.
He can join.
It's a party.
I don't know. Freddie looked like he a little freak. Jason looks stiff. I don't know.
That's when you take charge.
Uh-huh. But what if I don't like taking charge? Maybe let's go with Freddie.
Freddie, both Jason.
He said because he's bigger. Dead. Oh, my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather sleep in a room with creepy dolls or with a clown?
A real one? A real clown?
Just as with
just
the
with
clown.
the clown.
I mean, I already
My
sleep
ex?
with my husband. Just kidding.
Probably dolls. Mi tía en Mexico tiene a bunch of dolls.
Yeah.
And like I think we only stayed there once, so I probably would do that. Because they didn't say if the dolls were haunted. They could just be ugly dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The creepy dolls. The porcelain dolls.
Yeah, I would say dolls because my grandma used to like collect all these porcelain dolls, and I used to sleep in that room, so I'm already used to it. So bring it on.
Yeah, I think growing up I had a couple of them like in my room that my mom gave us when we were kids. So probably the dolls. The I feel like the clown is kind of random. Mm-hmm. Like if I just woke up and there was like a fucking clown right there.
Yeah,
that's creepy.
I don't know. Would you rather be in the Chucky movie or the Chainsaw Massacre movie?
Chucky, I would have killed him so quickly.
I don't understand.
You know,
Like-
that's true because I feel like there were
Yes.
so many opportunities where the girl had the lady had the opportunity to kill it or like
No, yeah, or like me. Bad girls club him. Me. I'm like, he's like, how tall is he? Like 2 feet?
Yeah.
Me, I'm taking that knife. Me, where's your girlfriend? Meet a her. Me, where's your son? Meet a Glenn. Hey, twin.
I feel like you could literally just like kick the shit out of him, and it's like vete pa allá. Like,
girl, I'm gonna tie him up, keep him as a pet or something. Lock him in a cage, just be like. Or like make like a post of it, just be like, this is why you don't mess with me, and like have him in a dog cage and just be like, kick it every now and then when I'm angry.
Oh my god.
Or it's like, like I've had a long day at work, I come home and like I open the Chucky cage and I let him out and I'm like, and I put him back in and I'm like, cállese.
Or you can even like open up an exhibit or whatever and like have people pay to come see like a fucking walking, talking doll.
Nah, because then they're gonna want to take him from me.
You're like, nah, that's for my anger. No, I think I rather be also in the Chucky movie. I feel like, I don't know, you could somehow.
I feel like they could have survived.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's true. I agree. Chucky.
Yeah, because the
Chucky's
Chainsaw
not that
Massacre,
scary either.
Yeah.
The Chainsaw Man, and that's actually based on a true story.
Yeah.
Like I have not seen Chucky based on a true story movie before.
No.
Plus, he's not scary.
Yeah.
He's just ugly.
That's true.
Está feito.
Okay, let's see another one.
People in the comments, well, you're ugly too. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were down with Chucky like that.
Mega fans.
Would you rather take back an ex or never find love again?
Probably never find love again.
Yeah, never
Me too.
find love.
Mejor sola que mal acompañada.
Yeah, exactly.
Preach to that.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that. Would you rather sleep in a room? I know already what you're gonna choose on this one, but would you rather sleep in a room full of spiders or play the Ouija board?
Spiders.
Yeah.
I can slowly start stomping on them or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. What
Same.
the fuck is the Ouija? No, I draw the line at Ouija board. I
Same.
can't
That
fuck
gets
with that
scary.
shit.
Yeah, that does get scary unless you're with the profesh.
Even then, I'd be like,
Who the
girl,
fuck is a professional at this?
There's
professional
like psychic mediums, like, because you know how the thing about it is that the Ouija has a bad rep to it, but usually it's called it's a spirit board. So if
It's because
used
like
properly,
people don't know how to use them.
if
Okay.
used properly, you could contact certain.
I'd still be scared with my luck. I'd be like, ooh, this bitch. That's the one time this bitch slips up and she's like, she doesn't close it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd still be scared. I'd be like,
Or like, what
you're doing it right.
Or what if she just didn't like you and then she'd be like, well, let me fuck
Her.
with this bitch.
her demon.
No, I still would have probably choose the spiders.
Yeah,
Because
I agree. Would you rather be a ghost or a zombie?
a ghost. I would always tell my friends if I die before them, and I'm haunting, that I'm gonna haunt them, but they're gonna know it's me. And I was like, how I'm like, because I'm gonna be a bitch. I know it's they're gonna get out of the shower and the window's gonna be foggy. I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna be like, hey mamas, or something in the the steam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then when you're fucking and doing stuff, I'm just gonna be like, ew. You're gonna hear randomly I'm always just gonna be there causing stuff.
No se van a librar de ti.
And I was like, or if you're wearing something and I don't like it, I'm just gonna knock something over to let you know que no me gustó.
I think I would be a ghost too.
Me too.
So that same thing. I always said, have you guys seen that meme where it's if I die, I'll be a ghost that chases you up the stairs? I would literally do that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And I already have a secret code. Do you guys have secret codes with your significant other or family member significant others? No. I have a secret code with my husband. So I told him, if I'm ever a spirit and you go to somebody and they tell you, oh, I made contact with her, whatever, ask her what the secret code is, so that way you know if it's me or not, for real. So,
it's just a random slut ghost. It's
so I feel like if I were a ghost, I feel like I could probably contact with him.
That's smart. I'm gonna take that. Period.
Me too.
Or I don't know,
secret
I feel
codes.
like zombies, you're not even really there no more.
No.
It's just like a meat suit walking, right?
Yeah.
Podrido, todo
Ill,
smelly.
nasty, yeah.
My friends would know if it was me because I would bring up some trauma. They're like, this person says you got fucked in between two semis. Don't be telling the spirit person this. I'd be letting very niche things that they've done, and I'm like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh my gosh. No, yeah. Ghost for sure. For sure.
Did you, was there any more that we missed?
I think we did them all.
I think so too.
If we missed one, sorry, amigos.
Yeah. I think, there was one from our friend from a different podcast who texted me. He was like, okay, he's like, I need to, he's like, I want to get your guys' take on this. He's like, this is not a would you rather, but he's like, what do you guys think about role play with a scary mask? Like, imagine climaxing and you look down and your significant other's breathing heavy with the Freddy Krueger mask on.
I feel like, you know what? I don't really see the like, ¿por qué? You know, I feel like I'd get this, but I'm like, take this stupid shit off. like, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe, like, in a momento, like, it could be hot, but I'm like...
It won't last that long, basically.
Yeah. Because I'm like... I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. When me and my husband did it, it was fun.
Oh, real? Real?
I'm just kidding.
But I'm like, I don't know. At least for me, I'm like... I'd be like... I'm pretending I'm cheating on you. No. Like this, you're pretending that you're a stranger. No, but I just don't feel like I'd be like, well, I feel like I'd get this desperate and be like, just take this off, girl. Now I'm embarrassed.
It's done. I feel like, you know, maybe for a little bit, you know, ya después I'm like,
it's like, well, that was specific to like, who'd they say, Freddy Krueger?
Freddy Krueger.
Because it's like, oh, like you're dressed up as like from RBD, so it's like if you're getting fucked by a guy, he was like, oh, I'd get dressed and be like, oh, so you really want her then, huh? Like you really thought you were fucking her, huh? Go message her. Then I would like take the wig off and like wipe out my makeup and just be like, don't talk to me right now.
Yeah, it's like you literally cheated on me.
Yeah, like you want I'm like, that's why you wanted to come so fast, huh? Yeah, and then I'd be like, you think I'm stupid or something? Yeah.
You're right. You're going somewhere with that. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no, that's true. No, because I'd only thought about, like, the scary mask. I didn't even think if it was, like, oh, what if it was, like, a cute costume or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's like, oh, you should really be this character. Why do you want... Why?
Like, work.
That's also me just being, like, crazy.
Just a little toxic.
Just a little toxic.
It's okay. It's okay.
People in the comments, this isn't right. It's a joke. Por favor. Please, I can already smell them. This isn't right. Women, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I think we read through all of them. Should we jump into our Chisme Palmetiche?
Yeah, so we have a segment where like it's basically confessions from our audience, from our amigos. They just tell us their wild stuff. So
Real.
So now this is real story.
Do you guys want to do a quick little drink?
Yeah, let's do a quick. Hold on, let me give me 1 second because my mind, like I feel like I'm slipping.
Oh,
like I feel like
Real. You again.
I'm gonna si me encuentras
Let me
ahí
sit up
abajo.
too. They're gonna be like, why is he slouching? Sorry.
Okay. Let me fix my mic.
ooh, do.
Ready, Freddy?
Ready?
Freddy Krueger.
I'm not Freddy Krueger. He's ugly. Call me ugly. All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Salud.
Oof.
No caritas. Wow.
Oh, no, sí, sí. Got that?
I didn't catch him.
No caritas is for when there's cute people around. That's when that one's como las man matches and you're like... But on the inside, you're like, ooh.
Oh my god, have you guys played that game where it's like everybody has to take a shot and then you have to try to figure out who was drinking water? No, not water, the actual shot, because everybody gets like...
I've seen that. I've never played it though.
No, I played it one time and I forgot one person, they played it all so fucking well. And I'm like, how the fuck? Because everybody's taking water, right? But we have to pretend like, was it water or the opposite? I don't know if it was like one way or the other. Oh no, we were all drinking, water. And then we have to try and guess who had the actual shot because you know how some people make the face or whatever?
Yeah.
And this one person played it all so fucking well. And I'm like, how did you not... Like
that's when there's cute people around. You're like, whatever. I take
like,
it. I swallow sometimes. Like no es nada.
It's okay.
I can't. I'll be like, okay. Let's jump into it. Let's see what our friends have to say.
They send some long paragraphs.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, they be giving us all
my messages to my friends. Oh my god, I can't believe that this happened to me.
Okay. Hi, girls. I recently submitted a chisme about my friends that I had. You guys might not remember, but it's okay. So yesterday I found out that lies are being spread about me from my cousin, who didn't tell me and told my mom because she was having a disagreement with her. My cousin called me a liar and how my mom thinks I'm perfect. So many other things when the disagreement had nothing to do with me in the first place. I will give it to my mom because she defended me the whole time and believed me because I had already told her what had happened after the party. The friends I had said something to my cousin, then he told his sister and his sister told her mom, which is my tia, who also had said a bad thing about me and my mom and has had to defend me from. I'm so upset because it hurts to know they believe other people over me, and when the same people have had said things about them, their first response is they always lie. But since it's about me, they believe it now. Every story I've heard, it's different, so I really don't know what exactly is being said, and I'm confused because nobody said anything the day of. All I can do now is set boundaries with these people and try to continue what I was doing before. It just hurts when you know people are saying things behind your back, especially family. Apparently, blood isn't thicker than water.
Mm-hmm. Can I start?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to say, esa gente que te está diciendo cosas, they're believing it because they want to. Te quieren agarrar algo, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, I feel like when it's someone who you care about, you always try to go for the positive. Like, this must have been a misunderstanding. How could there have been a misunderstanding? Or been like, oh, this is a plain lie.
Yeah. Like, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, if you hear something about a girl who, like, you don't like, you're obviously going to believe the horrible thing that they did because it's like you already have that ill will. So these people already don't like you. Like, I'm sorry, pobrecita, but it's like, I'm not even going to say this in a very, like, sugarcoated way, but it's like, girl, they're not gonna like you regardless. Like, just like, don't even try to convince them otherwise. Just be like, okay, like, eso no pasó, pero yeah. And as long as your mom believes you, like, girl. And I also, there's the thing that says, oh, blood is thicker than water. I always hear a phrase. It's like a thing saying that, like, that people take it out of context. Mm-hmm. That it's like something where it's like saying like, oh, blood is like who you choose, and water, there's like a thing about it. I forgot, and like estoy pendejito, so I only keep useless information, so I don't remember the thing. But it was someone on TikTok explaining that, like, oh, like that phrase is meant to be different, but people take it as like, oh, blood is thicker than water, you know, but it's not, you know.
Yeah.
I agree, preach, because it's like, it's so true, because if someone started telling me like bad things about Edith, first of all, I'd be like, why the fuck are you telling me bad things about Edith knowing that we're best friends, you know, like, and if I think, like you said, it's just like, if they believe it, it's because they already were like they were already thinking bad things about you. Because I feel like if you were to tell me things about someone that I kind of am already like, I don't like, I would be like, oh, fuck, yeah, like I would kind of go for it.
It adds on to it. Because it's like you already have that, like, oh, I didn't, you know, fuck with them.
No,
so
but like, if they're telling me bad things about somebody that I truly care about or whatever, I'd be like, no, like, that can't be true. Like, who the fuck did you hear this? You know what I mean? Or I'd like go up to Edith and I'd be like, hey, you know, like, let me ask they're telling me this, you know, like, I'd kind of like talk to her about it. But
and for who that person is, I say, like, don't even try to like correct them or anything, because it's like, I feel like sometimes les estás dando lo que they want you to be like, no, I'm a good person, like, for you to try to prove yourself. Don't prove anything to them. Let them believe lo que quieran, you know.
Like they want a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
No, I agree with what you guys said, because I feel like si se la creen es because they didn't like you in the first place, like, and I feel like especially when with family and everything, like, that's close to me, like, if I really like them, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna be like, I don't know about that, you know, we'll see about that. I'll ask them directly even, but I wouldn't just believe it.
Especially if it came out the whole thing because of an argument. That person se lo estaba guardando and they just wanted something to like be able to grab at, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like a drowning person trying to like get back up to the surface and they're dragging someone else down.
Yeah.
Like the lobsters in a, what do they call it? It's called like
in a bucket?
Yeah.
Where it's like, that they don't crawl out because they'll always pull another one down.
The lobsters in a bucket, there you go.
That's a sucky situation though, because it's your own family. So.
It sucks when it's your own family, but honestly, sometimes the biggest haters are your own family.
As long as it's not like, even if it was, but I'm like, at least you have like your like immediate family, like cousin stuff. Yeah, that sucks, but I'm like, girl, you could go your life without them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, yeah. I feel like I'm glad at least the mom is like defending her and like on her side and stuff, but
that's all you need.
Plus, if it's not true, girl, don't waste your breath. Nomás like, tú be like, oh, and then, like, why aren't you trying to prove it wrong? Because like,
Si
it's
tú lo
not
quieres,
true.
Like, I know the truth.
Si
You know?
quieres creértelo, creértelo. Like,
Yeah.
you know, fuck it. Keep moving.
Okay, next one. Not gonna make this long, just need to vent. My husband and I have been together for 6 years and have 2 kids together. Well, he butt dialed me and it sounded like he was talking to me when I heard him say that my sister is hot and that he would fuck her if she would let him. He would do it right there and then. When I confronted him, he said that's how guys talk and he was just talking shit. I don't want to be with him knowing he said that and this will forever be stuck to me. I just hate to put my kids in that situation of 2 households. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point, so I'm disappointed. He just kept saying sorry, but I can't forget that.
Comadre, go.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, una cosa que yo, like, no tiene shade, ¿verdad? Like, cada quien puede hacer lo que quiera con su vida. A mí no se me hace justo when people use kids as an excuse to stay, because all you're gonna teach your kids is that, oh, necesitas que aguantar. Like, you know, like, let's try to break some, like, thing of people aguantando and staying with people that, like, have done shitty things with you. No, like, no, just, like, you don't even have to let the kids know what happened. Just be like, oh, me and your dad are, like, you know, like, things are different. Like, I want him to be happy. He deserves someone good. I deserve someone good that makes me happy, too. We're just gonna split ways. Obviously, it's gonna be hard, but it's, like, if your kids love you, they probably wouldn't want you to be, like, feliz también. And also, girl, you need to respect yourself and not, like, be like, oh, like, that's how guys talk. No, that's how pigs talk. You know?
Oh.
Like, not all guys son así, you know? Some are like him. And it's, like, also, I would find it so disrespectful to my sister that, like, that even came out of his mouth. Like, if he was like, oh, I'd fuck her. Girl, go fuck yourself. Go fuck your homeboy who you were talking about, porque, like, no vas a decir eso, you know? Like, and yeah, like, 6 years, but it's, like, mejor now. Because men, I feel like when men talk like that, they're gonna cheat. Like, it's that, like, if he said, oh, if she would let me, like, if not your sister, someone else, si hay alguien que, like, se va a dejar, like, he's gonna do it. So I'm like, might as well save, like, your time. Like, I don't know how old you are, but I'm like, whatever time you have left on this planet, like, try to find someone else, or even just, like, yourself. Like, tienes tus chiquillos, no vas a estar solita, you know?
Yeah, and if he's having those thoughts about the sister, who fucking knows? He's having those thoughts about other people,
Yeah,
like other
like,
women.
he could
like,
cheat.
eso ya está en la cabeza.
Yeah.
Like, he's already having those, like, thoughts about
Like,
other
those,
people.
because those aren't
Yeah.
even wandering eyes. Those are wandering thoughts. Those are wandering actions. You
For
know?
m-
So, déjalo.
Exactly. For me, it's like, I think what really tells about a person is how, not what they say to your face, but what they say behind your back, you know? And obviously this person is showing complete disrespect behind your back, and that's how they really are. Not what they actually show you.
Yeah.
That's how they really are.
And it's like, oh, like, yeah, is it going to be difficult? Yeah, but I'm like, mejor que pase ahorita before he did something with someone, porque quién sabe hasta luego que haga algo con alguien más y te pega algo a ti, like una enfermedad or something. So it's like, girl, it's hard. Cry about it. Suelta todo tu sentimiento, get drunk, lo que sea, but then, like, párate, like, dust your pants off and just be like, okay, pues, like, ni modo, bye. Like, and he'll figure out, okay, like, he fucked up and he'll try to come back. No, nada de eso. Because if he did it, if he's planning on doing it once, he'll do it again. Better, like, find someone else, you know?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, definitely. You know how the saying, if he's a cheater, he's always a cheater? I don't know about that specifically, but I feel like if they cheat on that one person, they already know how far they could get with that person. I feel like they could do it again. It's
And
like
I
more
feel like
chances for them to do it
It's
again.
almost like the fact that you heard him, he's like, that's just how guys talk. Like, I feel like if you're like, okay, like, it's almost like, ah, ta pendeja, like, oh, like, yeah, like, she believe, like, you know, like, I feel like in his head, he'll be like, she don't give a fuck. Like, I can do whatever I want. Like, yo soy encargado. Girl, leave his ass. I know he's not cute. I know. I can already tell. I can already tell. You're just like, you just have bad taste, girl. Please. We can find you someone better.
There's many fish in the sea. Let's keep on going.
Hundreds, thousands,
Yeah.
millions of men, you know?
And also, like, the whole thing about, like, the kids thing, I just feel like your kids deserve a happy mother. Like, they deserve to see the best version of their mom. And if you're not the best version of yourself with this man who you are now going to be questioning all the time, distrusting, like, also think about, like, if your kid went up to you as an adult and was like, oh, this is what I heard my husband say about my sibling or whatever, like, what advice would you give your kid? So I feel like like, whatever advice you would give your kid, like, take that advice, you know?
Like, what I tell, like, my friends when they, like, ask me stuff, I'm like, if I was asking you, what would you tell me? You know? And it's like, that usually is a good sense of, like, looking from the outside in.
Yeah.
You know? So leave his ass at the end of the day. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. And especially your sister. Oh.
Because then you're not even going to be comfortable bringing him around family. You know? Because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, like, if he thinks that about my sister, who knows who else he thinks about, you know?
Who else he wants to just fuck.
Yeah. Guys, there's a part 2.
Oh my God.
It says, same one from husband wanting to fuck my sister. If he had the change, hold on. Oh, if he had the chance. Same one about husband wanting to fuck my sister if he had the chance. The reason why I don't know what to do is because I have a son that's 1 year old and 1 year and 8 months, and I have a baby that's 8 months. So this year I quit my job to be a full-time stay-at-home mom, and it will be hard to get a job and a babysitter since I don't live in the city. It's more like a small town.
You know what? Well, it depends. Like, I don't know your situation. It could be defeating, but sometimes, like, if you still have your parents here, or, like, a family member, like, asking if, like, maybe, like, they can help. Like, todos ocupamos ayuda sometimes. Like, it's not something embarrassing. And if you explain the situation, I'm sure any caring family member for you would be like, of course, like, we can help. You know? And it's tough, but I'm like, girl...
I feel like maybe look into some resources. Like don't just don't just assume. I feel like look up online. Like there has to be some resources that you can tap into, and even if it is a small town, there has to be something.
Child support.
Child support.
Like don't feel hopeless. Like I feel like there's definitely things that you could do. Either reach out como to family members.
Low income housing. You know, like there's like it's gonna be no y sí que no because it's gonna be difficult. But I'm like mejor ahorita que luego y que se ponga peor las cosas, you know?
Y ahorita que están chiquitos también too, the little babies. Yeah. It's easier on them because they don't really know what's happening. So I feel like it's...
Yeah, and I agree. And like she doesn't have to tell their kids like what exactly is going on. You could like just tell them like, oh, it just didn't work out, and like he's gonna be happy his own way and we're gonna be happy on our own. And I feel like almost normalize it. Like don't make it like this, oh, it's like a hidden secret and like make it awkward, like weird, you know? I don't know.
No, yeah, but I'm like, I just don't think staying with him would be good for your mental health in the long run. The kids and guys get cocky the more that they can get away with things with you. So
that's true.
That's very true.
Okay, here's another one. I saw my friend's husband on a dating app. I screen recorded it and sent it to her. Now she's mad at me for showing her what I saw. What the fuck?
Your friend's stupid. Like, that pendeja. Like, at that point, you can't help someone who's drowning if they don't want to grab your arm, you know? So, let her get cheated on. Just be like, okay. Just be like, I wanted to let you know. Obviously, it triggered you. So sorry. Continue to get cheated. Like, do whatever you... Like, let him cheat on you, girl. Like, eres una clown. Do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm like... I know that it's probably frustrating, but you can't help someone if they don't want help. So, I'm like, you did your part of like, oh, this is my friend. I want to let them know. Just be like, okay, girl, whatever. Do what you want.
I kind of feel like she probably already knew that he was cheating on her.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
she probably already knows.
It's like people in denial. I feel like they project. They're like, no, I'm not getting cheated on. Me, like, what do you mean? It's like, girl, you already knew. It's okay. Like, you just like don't love yourself that much.
Yeah, and I feel like as a friend, she did what she could, like show her the evidence. Like, she didn't just go up to her and be like, oh, this is what I know. Yes. She actually showed her evidence. It's like she did her part as a friend. Yeah, and if she didn't want to accept it, then that's on her.
Yeah, like with my friends, like when they do like stuff, like if I think it's what I tell them, I'm like, girl, you don't have to get mad at me. But I was like, as a friend, I'm going to tell you what I think. You don't have to listen to me. But I was like, I'm going to get my opinion out. Because if I was in your shoes, I would want someone to tell me, you know? Yeah. So.
No, I feel the same way. I feel like probably they already knew. And they triggered them when they received that. You know, that it's like, it's kind of like the ghosting. You know, you see stuff, but when somebody confirms it, it's like a whole different thing. And I feel like it's the same
thing. It feels more real.
Yeah, and you can't do nothing. You did what you could as a friend, you know, showed that the evidence. Y allí, pues ellos. If they want to keep on being a clown, how you said, or like taking that shit, then that's on them.
Yeah. Okay, last one. All right. Is my dad jealous of my dog? That's an interesting way to start it, right? Okay. A few years ago, my uncle gave me a pomchi from the streets. From the streets? I can just...
Real. Yes.
Her name is Luna. and she is my child. I recently bought Luna some food from the farmer's dog, organic food, and she loves it. When my dad saw the box, he wasn't mad exactly, but just said that I was exaggerating and buying organic food for Luna. He said que la estaba haciendo más pendeja with how I treated her. I spoil Luna and carry her like a baby sometimes. My mom laughs and teased my dad if he wanted to be fed organic food like Luna, and he argued that that wasn't what he meant. I don't think he hates Luna, but I've seen her pet her at times. She's sassy, and I guess that gets on my dad's nerves. ¿Qué piensan?
I think your dad's probably just like amargado. He's like, I know, like she's eating organic, or like sometimes I feel like some dads just like to complain about anything. So he's probably just like enfadado, and he's like, I know, pinche perro, que like le dan su like organic food. You know, like I don't even think he's jealous. I just think he's like corajudo, probably viejito, has nothing to do. He's like, let me like complain about something, you know?
Honestly, I will tell you from experience, because my dad sometimes be saying some shit. It's like, ay, le compran muchos juguetes. Ay, lo acarician mucho. And I'm like, Dad, chill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just in a bad mood. Just chill. No, yeah, but I don't think que viene de celos.
Yeah, that's how my dad is too, where he's like, my pinche perra. Like, you know, like stuff like that. And I just think it's like, maybe he's just not, like, not used to having dogs, or like maybe he's just like, he's probably just grumpy and just like doesn't have anything to do, and he's like, who can I beef with? And he's like, the dog.
Oh, you know, it kind of reminds me of that video that Super Eagle just did. With he's just trying to find the dad with the son or whatever. He's just trying to find a reason to be mad or like to argue with somebody, something like that. I don't know. I didn't grow up with a dad, so I don't know.
I'm so sorry. Actually, maybe congratulations. Who knows? Maybe congrats.
No.
Do you have a dad?
Yeah, I do.
Really? Congratulations. Thanks. We're both amazing in different ways.
No, but yeah, I feel like it's just, I don't think it's jealousy. I just think it's like, especially if they're a Mexican dad,
or he's probably just trying to like make you angry and like piss you off or something.
That too.
Like,
no, pero también like it kind of brings me back to what you had said. Like in Mexico, like I don't know if her dad is what the situation is, but like in Mexico, like dogs are just like they're outside animals. Yeah, like they're not like how they are here.
Yeah, they're used to herding the cattle, and
they're like working animals. Yeah, you know, because like for like my dad, he'd always just say like, oh, los perros like son para afuera, son para, like, que se surren lejos, para, like, si vas a la milpa de caballo, like, te siguen, like, they help stuff, you know?
Yes, that's
but
how
it's like, un perro adentro de la casa, no. Like, also, it's different because, like, if they were outside working, you can't bring them in because then they're all stinky and then they're all, like, muddy and stuff. Yeah. Because, like, when I got my dog, and yo la empecé a tener adentro de la casa, because I didn't live home. But, like, I would go home and visit, and I would take her with me, and my dad would get really mad. He's like, esto, like, los perros no deben estar adentro de la casa, van a dejar pelos, en donde se van a zurrar, like, todo eso. And I just feel because it's also like they're not used to it.
Yeah. You know? Like it's like foreign to them. It's a foreign concept. Yeah, but that's like very normalized here, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I remember like when I first got my dog, when I lived at my mom's house, I first got my dog. And as soon as she saw him, first of all, he's a bully. So he's like a pit bull bulldog mix. And you know how those have like a bad rep to them? My mom's like, oh, no, yo no lo quiero. Va a ser bien bravo. Y que este que aquello and this and this and that. And now like that's her baby. Like it's just like, I feel like ya se acostumbró. And like I feel like initially she was like, no, es que no debe, los perros no deben de estar en la casa, and she had like all those things that, you know, like typical Mexican parents say. And then now you like see her and like homegirl be buying him like $6 box of cookies for him, and she like spoils the hell out of him. But it's just like I think it's just a foreign concept, and some parents just like haven't gotten used to that.
So especially if he's like just bored, doesn't know what, and it's like something he's like, oh, something I can complain about.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think he's jealous. I just think it's
I'm jealous of your dog eating organic food.
I know.
Maybe hacen estos huesos y you don't want to donate that money to me? Donate to my GoFundMe to eat organic food.
Link down below. Link down.
And subscribe to my OnlyFans so I can buy organic food.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You want to wrap it up?
Yep. With that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much, Comadre, for being on the episode.
Thank you. I had so much fun.
Do you want to say like your social media so they can follow you?
Follow me on TikTok. It's Jesus Acevedo X43. On Instagram, it's Jesus Acevedo X. On YouTube, it's Jesus Acevedo X, I believe. On OnlyFans, it's Jesus.squirt. I'm kidding, no.
I was like, oh shit, you were real.
Yeah. But I'm like, what else could I say? What other stuff do I have?
Like I said, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to be here.
You guys are so sweet. I loved it.
Hopefully we can have you again in the future. It was really good.
Whenever you come,
I don't have to come more often, period.
I mean, maybe your friend comes back to,
get digged down again.
Yeah, hopefully. She wants to, so.
Anyways, amigos, make sure if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate that. If you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, make sure to give a 5-star review. Anything less?
Make sure you hit the DMs. We'll roundtable it. We'll talk about it.
You already know.
Yeah.
Send more crazy stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send more crazy stuff. Yeah. Why? Oh my God.
Drop your traumas.
Why is the
Oh my God, it's the ghost. Is it dying?
No.
What is going on? It's like auto-focusing or something.
Damn.
Get out of here.
It's the ghost.
I know.
There we go.
It's the ghost. And like, actually, last year we were telling our scary stories and the episode just randomly disappeared.
Yeah.
That's actually terrifying.
Yeah.
The ghost, shut up. Don't tell bitches about me.
Yeah. Like I remember you were editing, Edith, and then you were like, Angel, the episode just like it was on the hard drive and it disappeared.
Yeah, and I couldn't find it anymore.
That's
I don't
scary.
know what happened.
Yeah.
That's actually
the
terrifying.
ghost was literally like, don't fucking put me on blast,
Don't
bitch.
out me.
Bitch, I'm deleting this.
Technology savvy.
Okay, what we're saying. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to submit your chisme. Tell us your friend's chisme, your cousin's chisme, your neighbor's chisme. And if you're on YouTube, you can find the link down below, or you can go onto our Instagram and the link will be in the bio.
Mm-hmm.
Other
than that, I think
that's it. Yeah. So I que Dios los bendiga.
Besitos.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Guys.